I say, Yee Haw! All right. As I was fortunate, I moved into a middle school and I retired from my public school teaching job and went into a middle school that was in a private school. There was a guy there by the name of Ferguson, and he's just an amazingly talented guy. Can sing, can play the piano, can just create wonderful stuff. And he doesn't have a music degree. He's just one of those guys that was given that gift. He is in the arts, but not in music. He and I did a little musical together called Pajama Party. And it was just like a review, stories of little kids going to bed. And if you've not had that in your programming queue, put it in there because it does work. It was all kinds of familiar songs that the kids would know. Da, 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 my mother said to me, da, 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 pick up your toys, pick up your toys. So all those little routines to get them ready for bed. One's little cozy professional friend, and then one of my favorite one is something very scary, 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 something very scary is under my bed. Of course, they find out that they go lift up the dust skirt, they look underneath, and achoo! Where is all this dust? Why is there a lid? So that's what they find. Well, we decided to do another one that is going to sort of be on the same line. Something easy because, number one, you don't have a budget for anything anyway. You don't have to, my biggest problem when I did musicals, who's going to do the costumes? And you tell a kid to come dressed in black and then deny the program they're dressed in their baseball outfit or whatever. It was just hard to do that. So this one is one of those things you say, hey, just show up like a cowboy or cowgirl. You're going to bring a stick horse. And the stick horse doesn't have to be one that you buy off of Amazon. You can just take a mop, turn it over, make that your stick horse because we really don't care. It's the idea. You have somebody make a little, cardboard wicker fence. That's where the horses line up. We did this with rising first through third graders, and we took bandanas and pinned them all together and made that the backdrop. The word Yee Haw. I mean, parents generally do not care whether you have an expensive show. They just want to see their children up on stage singing. As a grandparent, I say that because I don't care. Oh my gosh, isn't she just amazing? And she's up there singing Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. But you know what I mean? It's just that. So that's what we did. They're going to do a little bit of this with you this afternoon, so I'm not going to give that away. I just think that this is something that's really cute for you to do, that's inexpensive. It's a little bit longer. It's maybe a little bit older than that Pajama Party one was, but everybody get a chance to be a part of it, and we have a lot of fun. Okay, let's go on.
Start, but he said go up there and teach them a square dance. Who wants to do a square dance? Come on. It's the easiest square dance.
You don't want to see me dance.
No, his choreography has saved my own career. I'm always safe when I know Roger's in the room. So I need some square, just make some square dancing. So 8 people. This is the easiest square dance ever done. 8 people minus 5. This is from Cristi's musical Yee Haw. Did she talk about it this morning? It's really cute. 8. And all you have to do is square your set. So get 8 people if you can. How the extras do it? Raise your hands and you got 6. Who else needs something? There you go. Anyone more there? No, we're good. We got it.
Oh,
You can fake it. Just make it more than a square if you want to. Because all we're going to do is hold on to your belt and just bounce, or your hips, and just bounce for about 16 counts, okay? Like supposed to do that. Then that's the whole first part of it. Then the second part is supposed to bow to your partner. And then bow to your corner. Okay?
My corner.
Got that? Then you walk in on the middle. And walk out again. So all you've done is bounce, bow, and walk in and walk out. Now swing your partner. And then you're supposed to do-si-do around your partner. Do-si-do. Okay. Now, everybody put your right hand into the middle of the circle.
That's a star.
And you're supposed to put your hands on top of each other. Or sometimes I even do it where you can grab the wrist of the person in front of you like that. That's a Texas star, and you just walk around in a circle like that. That's like the whole thing. Okay, so back off again. Here goes square steps. Now here's the song. This is the beginning of Yee Haw. We're going on a hoedown. Anybody who's looking at music can sing along. Here we go. First you come in, swinging your cowboy hat. That was sincere. Inspiring, really. Okay? And the curtains open on your multi-million-dollar auditorium. Where they gather their curtains on the light. So this is bounce. We're done. Grab my horse, put a saddle on. Here's a roll. We're open, riding all day long. Have no time to sing a song. When my butt is dripping, there's no time to have some fun. Yee Haw, we're going on a hoedown. Lasso round up your partners and your bounds. And shrug if you're really a party. This falls. We're gonna do a second verse. Bounce. Second verse. Swing your hips. And Uncle Jen's coming by. Skip. Sally Fitkin, there go high. Shuffle. Heel, toe, slide. Heel, toe, slide. Heel, toe, slide. Heel, toe, slide. Here it is, right. Ladies down, we're gonna have a hoedown. Lasso. Round up your partners and your pals. I just made that up. It's a party showdown. It's a rockin' tumble, hootenanny. Okay, now get ready for square dance. Here we go. Ready? First we just bounce. Find your partner, everyone. Where you set let's have some fun. Partners bow. Partners bow to partner. Then the corner. Walk in the middle. Back out. Swing your partner. Swing your partner. Now do-si-do. Put your right hand in and start walking around. Go. Keep going. And keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Slow down. Round up the partner and your pals. This is my adults doing. Hey, face front, face front. Rolling tumble, hootenanny, make for all you guys and gals. There's nothing to do that. Go have a seat. I've never even heard that song before, but Cristi said go teach that. Roger can tell you all the rest of it. Roger Emerson!
You know, you always gotta have a warm-up act. That's all I can say. I don't think Dancing with the Stars has to worry, however, after seeing your fine footwork out there, but we're okay. Hey, that is Cristi's new musical. I'm sure she told you a little bit about it. If you did Pajama Party, it's in that same sort of genre, that got K5 grade level with about 6 or 8 connecting lines of narration. You know, it's real easy to do. Basically, some cowboy hats, some scarves, and a few boots, and you're set. And 2 bales of hay that stink. So anyway, it looks like this, and we're gonna go ahead and sing some of the other songs out of this. So take up. This is from this morning. You're gonna have to dig through and find this resource guide. If you use it as a placemat, you're gonna have to. But while you're doing that, I gotta tell you a quick story. 40 years ago today, I think it was today, sometime this time of year. My first reading session was here at Stanton's at Capital University. The funny thing, you know, I was 28, you knew the math, so, I was a guitar player, and you know, I'm just starting out in this business. I've been teaching K8 for 4 or 5 years, and I got a few pieces published, like Sinnerman, and We Want to Sing, and some of those other pieces. And so Jim Strauss said, bring your guitar, you get up. And in those days, there were like 250 or 300 people. It was just huge, and you know, before recorded sound and things. So I got my guitar and I sang an original song called, well, it's gonna take time and patience to make you love me. It's gonna take time and patience to make you want to stay. And it was a choral that I had done. And so that is 40 years. Anyway, it's been a great 40 years. Thank you all. Maybe you weren't born then. There you go. So, anyway, back to Cristi's Yee Haw musical. It looks like this. You know, I don't know if you've been through this already, but you know that these days we're using My Library at the Leonard site. There's a code inside. I've got it. I love it. You know, in fact, every time I get one of these, I put the code in so I have it forever and ever. And basically all the audio and the reproducibles and I think program covers and things like that maybe are even available in My Library. So once you set it up, you just go in, you log in, and everything you have is there. It's streamable, or it's also, you can record an MP3, you know, if you're like me, you want to be safe and have a disc, then you can record disc from it and everything. So anyway, so we just did the Yee Haw, which is the first one, which you did that wonderful square dance. And so we're going to do a little partner song here with Home on the Range. We're going to feature Joyce over here. It is on page 11. All right, and let's just do this. Well, you see, we don't have the whole song, so it's hard to do the repeat. So what we're going to do is let's go to measure from the top to measure 23. Then let's go back to the top, and we'll sing the partner song by itself. Then we'll put them together. Joyce, let me sort of fudge there a little bit. Okay, you all know the song. 1, 2. Oh, give me a home where the Myra, I think we're going to do Giddy Up here again. Let me give you one little the dialogue that goes on between. We've got the time here. So basically, this is right before Giddy Up. Let me make sure I get it right. It says, my horse and I were a pair. Now, this day and age, it can happen. Love is love. Okay. When I ride, I don't care. Sometimes fast, sometimes slow. He takes me where I want to go. I'm his friend and he is mine. Together we're always fine. There is no better pal for me than the horse I ride. Don't you agree? His tail is long, his mane is thick, his coat is brown, soft and slick. When I ride my horse, I can't go wrong. He clips and pops as I sing this song.
Now, you're going to hear a little bit first. You come in at 17. So
okay.
Right at the
Yeah, you're going to hear a little and then we see the excerpt. Tell I'm a writer, right?
Giddy up, as we move along. Yippee-ki-yay, is our cowboy song. As we clip-clippity-clop down the dusty way. Saddle up, I love a cowboy day. Come on, Silver, don't be slow. Just a bit faster, here giddy up, as we move along. Giddy up, yeah, yeah, it's a cowboy song. As we clip the big hop down the dusty way, so long, another cowboy day. I just love to ride the open range. My eyes on silent stars up to there's something I would rather do. I just love to ride the open range. I got the brakes and here I go, get ready for a show. Let's go, Silver, pick up the gate. It's time to go, we can't be late.
Okay, you get the idea. So here's the cowboy coat is the next one we've got an excerpt of. And there's the setup. Whoa, whoa, there, Silver. That was quite a ride. Even though I'm sore on my backside, my legs are bowed and I can't sit. Hell, hell, I'll endure it. It says hey. Well, it's K-I-L. So I put them together. Hell, I'll endure it. I've got true grit. That's the cowboy life, and I'm proud of it. It's rough and tough, and I really love it. The cowboy life is something more than a horse and saddle, great outdoors. Each one of these is a narrator, 2 lines. Western life, that's not just a ride. It's filled with truth, respect, and pride. From early morning to late at night. Cowboy or cowgirl always does what's right. That's my George Bush imitation. I sit back, my legs are bowed, and I always live by the cowboy code. Okay, cowboy code. Hit it, Myra. Save me.
There's a certain way we do things on the ranch and on the range.
Melody.
We do not we always like our manners and I bring it up because I know that when my boy to him is fun and cowboy does. He gets his game and more and fast and fun to get ready for school. He gets his chores and his homework done and he knows how to follow the rules. Says yes sir please and thank you ma'am and comes with friendly beat. He always knows where a horse he rode and that is in by the cowboy code.
And so on. Okay, then Billy the Bad. Got Billy the Bad. I'm just going to let the tune speak for itself, and then I'll tell you the story. Whoa there, right? Now then man Walter learned this.
He rode into town just looking for a bed. He needed a place just to rest his head. His spurs were rusty, his clothes were dusty. He looked sort of musty and sad. He was known all around as Billy the Bad.
Here we go.
He could lasso a snake at 50 paces, outrun a horse in 100 races, wrestle a steer without any fear. You think him nearly mad, but he wasn't crazy, he was just Billy the Bad. He was going to you've never seen a tougher piece of leather in town. He could walk into fire and never bring a sweat. If you think you're brave, then I guess you never met Billy the
Oh,
Bad.
God. Okay, it's good. Now listen, here's the funniest part though. I love this. So, Billy the Bad basically sticks, let me get it right here. Let's see exactly how this works. So, literally, and this is in the song, so it slows down, goes to sort of recitative, and like he puts his hand into a bush and finds a mouse. And he pulls it out, and of course he's terrified, you know, because the mouse is all gushy and stuff. And then he throws up. It goes like this, sneaky and squeaky and squirmy and gross, and it made Billy lose his lunch. Ooh! From then on, he was known as Wyatt Earp. Can we sing a little of, you know, you gotta have a bread and butter ballad. It's Under the Stars with piano, Joyce. It's pretty nice. There's probably 8 bars. elementary kids. It's easy to put together, and boys will love it. You know, if you can get boys to participate, you're home free.